Hey, you know what, Denmark fans? Don't even feel bad. Don't even feel bad about this loss at all. I mean, giving up 6 goals in a game is way better than giving up 11. What's up, everybody? Team Fanatic here. Hope you all are having a fantastic day, and welcome to another post-game reaction. In this one, I'm continuing my coverage of the U.S. men's Olympic hockey team and our journey in these Olympics. I'm hoping that it is a long one, and in this game right here, in this win, we get one step closer. USA beats Denmark 6-3. Again, lots of goodness right here. You know, I needed this. I needed this, man. Y'all see all of the Pred stuff and like the time stuff in like the background here. I needed some goodness to talk about here. And thank goodness that our boys in the red, white, and blue have given us another impressive win over a great hockey team like Denmark. So we got lots of goodness to talk about here once again. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So the USA, we start off this preliminary round. We beat Latvia 5-1. So obviously, you know, we're trying to build off of that, trying to get one step closer, trying to have like a guaranteed spot in the quarterfinals. Denmark, on the other hand, they lost to Germany that same day. So obviously, they were looking to have like a big bounce back game and stay in the fight. So two teams who needed this win for two different reasons. Now, here's what I wanted from my U.S. men's team to start this game. You know, against Latvia, I think it was tough for us to really get going, get started. Even though we got a goal in that, I think it was that first period where we got one goal, it was still tough for us to find our groove, play our game. I wanted that to be different here. I wanted us to have a really good start to this game. Well, does not happen. A minute 40, Mulgaard passes to Olesen in front of the net, and the two-time Olympian is credited. He is credited with this goal. But looking back at the replay, the puck actually deflects off of Warrency's skate. The USA, I don't know what it is. Apparently, this is just becoming a theme now. Last game with Latvia was all of the bad, like, overturned calls. In this case, it was just the fact that the puck, it just took a weird bounce off of Warrency's skate. It's like, how are you supposed to deal with that? How are you supposed to defend that right here? So, unfortunately, our just bad breaks continued in this game to start. But 2 minutes later, and this is something that I am very proud to talk about, I will talk about a lot in this video, is this U.S. men's team has been so resilient. In 2 games that perhaps fans thought like we were gonna just dominate right from the start. And we did dominate. It did take us a while, but with that, we had to overcome a lot of adversity to get to that point. So 2 minutes after Denmark scores, Matt Boldy all by himself here, he takes a shot and he gets his own rebound, goes around the net to tie the game, a thing of beauty. Props to him, and props to Hughes as well on that pass. And spotting that Denmark, they were going off for a change right there. And you know, that's one of the many perks of having your entire team being composed of NHL players right there. Later on, I thought that we were having some really good chances, really good scoring opportunities, especially in front of the net right here. So I was feeling good. I was feeling great. And then at 11:16, I did not even have words for this. Jensen takes a shot from inside of the red line. And Jeremy Swayman, like he sees it. He has to see it. It's right there. But the puck goes past him into the net, and Denmark retakes the lead. And here's what kind of vexed me even more, is that all the, like, you know, Eddie Olczyk and all the announcers on there, look, I love those guys. But in this moment, they were trying to bail Swayman out by saying that, like, the padding that is on the side, like, it was coated in, like, a black color, So it was tough for Swayman to see the puck. And I'm going, no. Swayman, this is his fault. I'm not letting him get away with this. No siree. He's got to see this. This dude's he's on the team. He has to be good. He's proven that he's a great goaltender for the Boston Bruins. He has to see that. I'm sorry. Come on. You got to see that right there. No excuses. No siree. So, breaking down what happened so far in this game, even though we were taking more shots, Denmark had more goals. They had 2 goals on 4 shots. Unbelievable. However, we'll leave it to Brady Tkachuk trying to get us some momentum back at the end of this period. Towards the end of the first period, he just punches Lawrenson square in the nose, baby. That's how you get the team fired up. That's how you try to turn the momentum back in our favor. Definitely trying to reignite that fire. And in this second period, it did take us longer than I thought it was going to be for us to get that fire back. But hey, it worked. 9:26. Eichel wins the draw to Brady Tkachuk. He fires a rocket into the net, baby. Brady Tkachuk. I said it, man. I just love Brady. I love him. He's just a pure hockey player. In that you can tell, he just has so much fun on the ice. Whatever that he's doing, whether he's skating, hitting, shooting, or scoring, Brady just has fun. And he ignites that spark for us right here. Really, both Tkachuk brothers, they just do such a great job of just reigniting that joy and that excitement, especially for fans watching the game right here. For Denmark fans, not so much. But hey, just wanted to give credit to that. Brady Tkachuk, his second goal of these Olympics, and we are tied. And then 57 seconds later, Eichel scores off of another draw. And this is something that I was really impressed with. Because Sogard, he was playing pretty good. He was making some nice saves. But looking back on it, it looked like a lot of the saves that he was making were just kind of routine saves, I want to say. In that, there weren't many screens in front of him. He had a pretty good vision of where the puck was going, what we were trying to do. And give credit to Coach Mike Sullivan for cleaning that up, telling our guys, hey, we need more screens. We need some shots right off of the draw. Well, we get 2 right here, baby, and we are back in this game. And if you're a Denmark fan, you had to be feeling some nerves as this second period was winding down because it was starting to look a lot more like the Latvia game. In that, again, our opponent was giving us fits. We had some just bad bounces throughout, some bad calls, but we were starting to, figure it out. We were starting to play our game, get the momentum back. And then 17-23, Noah Hannafin, he takes a shot and he scores on his own rebound. I love it, baby. I love it. 3 goals for Team USA on our last 5 shots in the last 8 minutes right here. We were rolling. But then, once again, Jeremy Swayman. I question you, my guy. Under 10 seconds left in the period, Brugisser scores. So now it's back to a 1-goal game. All that momentum that we had, I'm sure that we still kept it, and we did. But I'm sure it was definitely toned down a little bit thanks to that goal again by Brugisser, making it now a 1-score game. Hey, you know what? Turnabout is fair play. We had some nice goals off of draws in this second period, and Denmark, they did the same thing. So now it is a 4-3 game as we head into the third period. And in this third period, once again, the resiliency of this team right here. The game was definitely not over, but we made sure to put our final stamp on this game right here. 7:24, Matthews, he finds Gitzel, and he scores, baby, getting the crowd all fired up, baby. You can tell, man, he wanted that. We needed that goal. Good for him, and good for Austin Matthews as well. With him wearing that C on his chest, I'm sure there are a lot of expectations placed on his shoulders as well. And to be honest, we haven't seen much from Austin Matthews when it comes to 5-on-5. He's really been more contributing on the power play, But this is a great moment for Austin Matthews. Get the assist, and now we are back in the driver's seat. And then 14-26, great job here by Brock Nelson in the neutral zone to create this turnover. He finds Jack Hughes coming in with speed, and aha, you see? I love this right here. Remember back in the first period when we had that goal? When Denmark scored that goal, deflecting off of Warnecki's skate? Well, Jack Hughes, he returns the favor by banking this puck off of Dick Schau's foot, off of his skate, into the net. That's how you do it, baby. That's how you end the game. That's how you put that stamp on it right here. Once again, the U.S. with a big win. We beat Denmark 6-3. We will now face Germany in a game that pretty much decides who's going to get that guaranteed spot in the quarterfinals. Even though that it did take us some time, once again, to get into this game, I mean, we figured it out. That is such a great quality that we have on this team, is that we are so resilient. And this is a group of guys, again, NHL players, division rivals here, guys that come together. Like some of them came together last year in the Four Nations face-off, but this is like the Olympics. And I give them credit for that. They put all of the rivalries, all of the team hate aside for one common goal, to win Olympic gold. And we were resilient once again in this game. In our past 2 games now, we have outshot our opponents 85-39, and we have outscored them 11-4. The second straight game also where both Hughes brothers and both Tkachuk brothers have gotten points. The depth on this team is amazing. But I said it in my last reaction against Latvia. I said, we can have all the talent that we want, but it does need more than that. Like, it's going to take more than that, in that we needed the chemistry. We needed the camaraderie. Well, no doubt, we have it. And when it comes to Germany and facing them, here's what I'll say. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of how we start games. I will put that out there. I think it's clear that we finish the game better than we start. And, that's not a bad thing. What I will say is that I would not want to gamble when it comes to Germany. They are a solid group. It is a solid team that they have, led by the deadly Leon Draisaitl. Preds fans, you all know how dominating that guy can be in a game. But what I will say to end this is that if we keep maintaining the same offensive pressure as the game progresses, and definitely get Lady Luck on our side, especially in that first period, we should beat Germany and we should win Group C and get one step closer to winning Olympic gold. But fans, that is going to do it for this post-game reaction. Thank you all so much for watching. If you all enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and you can join our Fanatic Army. And a honey salutes to all of you as always, and I hope that all of you have a fantastic day.